Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learning truth, 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, service, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere, your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, is going to be building off of this video that I got here from Dabu 7. And in today's lesson is going to be titled Civil War is Inevitable, right? Because ultimately we know that's what's coming to this place, Babylon the Great. You see, as the Lord said in St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, he said, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And that's exactly what's coming to this place, America, destruction, you see. So we're going to get straight into this video and I'm going to allow it to play. And we're going to grab a few more precepts and Abaratazah. It'd be edifying. But with that being said, fair use. I'm not getting paid for this video. Fair use.
All right, guys, so here we go. It begins. Mamdani takes NYC, and he's not only openly threatening Trump to go to war with Trump, but he's threatening traditional American values. And they're going on and on about, the city that Trump's from, NYC, that is now taken over by the far left, and that civil war is just around the corner for sure. Tons of people fleeing NYC, going all over the country, just getting out of NYC. And we've got places like Texas warning about straight up embargoes, like against NYC. This is civil war. This is splitting us down the middle.
All right. And you hear what it is that he's saying ultimately for the little bit of the video I did allow to play. And he's absolutely right, man. But all of these things that are ultimately happening here in this place, America, is part of prophecy because, hey, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's at his end, man. You see, and we know what the scriptures say about a kingdom that's divided, man. Right. Let me grab that real quick. We're going to go to St. Matthew chapter 12. And I'm actually start at verse 25, but I'm reading in the NLT, right? It says, Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. Because eventually everything that we see ultimately happening here in this place, Babylon, the Great America, is going to eventually lead over to civil unrest and chaos, man. You see? It says a town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Verse 26, and if Satan is casting out Satan, which that's what you have happening here in Babylon, all of these Edomite politicians that are going against each other, you see right versus left, Republican, Democrat, even though we all know that they're all on the same sides, but still there's a lot of division here in this country, man. And that's because guess what? This place is at its end, man. Babylon the Great is through. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place, man. You see, that's why we only going to continue to see things from here on out only turn up and worsen in this place, right? But it says he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. And I'm going to get that same precept, but I'm going to get it in the book of St. Mark, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 23. And he called unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Right? Verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And that's exactly what we see going on here in this place, America, Babylon the Great. Well, what the guy just said in the video about how you got Texas trying to put an embargo on New York City, man. You got all of these different states and governors and politicians. They're all fighting against each other, man. All of them are just divided, you see. And hey, the Lord is doing these things because, like I said, this place, America, is done, man. You see, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, him ruling the earth in wickedness is ran his course, man. It's getting ready to come to an end, right? I'm going to grab this precept as well. This is Isaiah 19 and verse 2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's these Babylonian people, these Americans. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. And that's exactly what's going to come, right? Because we only see things, going in the way of, debates and people just talking. But eventually it's going to get to the point where, hey, people going to eventually result to, grabbing arms and, fighting against each other. Literal, man. You see, it's going to become physical real soon out here, man. Right. And I'm actually grab a precept on that. Right. I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right. Woe meaning destruction because, hey, that's what's coming. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, right? When something is not, that means it's fastly approaching, right? And like I said, through everything we see happening here in this country, we know that these times are, soon to come to men. It says, stand up and fight against another and swords in their hands, right? to have Babylon. Are going to get tired of, depending upon their government and listening to the lies of these politicians and things like that. These American people are going to start taking matters into their own hands, man. You see, and we already see that these people are in that spirit already due to how everything in this country is being ran. You see, due to the cruel Lord, Nero, Trump himself, all of the things that he's doing. You see, people are suffering, people not being able to make ends meet. You see a lot of these jobs that are closing down, a lot of poverty happening in this place. So, I mean, you already got everybody fed up. Right. So, hey, it's only a matter of time before this place just sets on fire, man. Right. Like it ignites like a match. And that's what the Lord is about to do in this place, America, man. This place is about to ignite like a match and everything is just about to, crumble. You see. But I'm going to read verse 16, too. It says, for there should be sedition among men. That's what's coming. People fighting against the government. Right. And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. That's what's coming to America, man. You see, just complete lawlessness, complete chaos, anarchy. You see, just complete, division, man, and chaos, man. That's what's coming to this place. You see, and like I said, these things are happening is because we're at the end of an age, man. Right. Let me grab that. I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 9. Right. And I started verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Right. And how do you measure the time diligently in itself? You look at what the prophecies say and you align it with what you see happening in the earth now. And that's how you know what time and season you're in prophecy. And we see that everything that Lord Yahushua spoken about over 2,000 plus years ago when he was talking to his disciples at the time, which later on became apostles, minus in Judas Iscariot, we ultimately know that, hey, all of these things are happening in the earth now. You see, we see the earthquakes in diverse places. We see the uproars of the people. I mean, we see everything going on, man. The kingdom being divided against itself. You see the nation that's going to rise against nation soon, which that's ultimately going into these civil wars. This is what's coming, right? Because like I said, we at the end. It says, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I've told thee before, right? Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's exactly what time and season we are in, where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is about to visit or judge this world which he made. That's why everything is about to ultimately take a turn for the worse real soon. All right. Verse 3, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? Ain't that's what you have happening now? All of these different no king protests and things like that that have been going on for the past couple of weeks and months here in Babylon, also going around worldwide in various other countries. You got people uproaring, fighting against their own governments. You see, right along with the earthquakes that are happening in diverse places. You see, all of these are the tokens, man, right? Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, right? And like I said, that's why we see these things happening, because, hey, we're at the end of the so-called white man ruling the earth, man. His time is running out, you see? And guess what? The Lord is about to bring judgment upon this devil, man, you see? And ultimately, anybody that's not of his elect, especially over here in this place, Babylon the Great, man. See? So let me get back into the video. We're going to continue to just watch it, right?
Against state. There's no other way around it. We saw a little bit of this before with California and Texas. But no doubt Texas taking the move here against not only NYC, but it's going to be anybody that follows with the same move. Now, you've seen Trump go and do whatever he wanted in terms of these National Guard troops. And they made these new teams, these new strike teams, 500 in every state. They can be snapped up and they can be used for whatever he wants at a moment's notice. So NYC has not seen an influx of troops yet. They've yet to send.
Right. And you hear what it is the guy's saying, man. And he's absolutely right. And it's no coincidence that you got Nero. You see Trump that's putting together this National Guard task force. Because guess what? What does it say in Revelations 12 and 12? Right. Let me grab that real quick, because this is ultimately what we see at play right now. Right. And it's only going to get worse. Right. This devil's going to show his horns more and more. Right. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, in the KJV, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And this is what we ultimately see taking place here in America. This devil showing his horns, because he knowing that he have but a short time. So guess what? These devils are about to try to lock this place down and try to bring in this new world order. You see, that's what's eventually, on their mind to do, which we know is ultimately going to fail. But that's what they're ultimately trying to accomplish, man, because this man is still trying to hold on to the power that he feels slipping away from him, man. You see, because it's over for you devils, right? That's why, as it tells us right here, let me grab that. Job chapter 20. And I'm going to start at verse 4, right? It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And you Edomites are very hypocritical. You're the biggest hypocrites on the earth, you see. And guess what? You devil's time is coming to an end, man. You see, we're seeing this man's kingdom fall apart right in front of our eyes, man. You see, and that's a wonderful thing, because as it tells us right here, let me grab Sirach chapter 25, right? Also known as Ecclesiasticus. And I'm going to start at verse 7, right? It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what us hopeful elect brothers and sisters are witnessing right here in our time. We're witnessing the fall of our enemy, man, right in front of our face, the fall of the so-called white man, man. You see, and it's wonderful, because ultimately that's how this man's queendom goes down, man. You see, the Lord is about to bring chaos to this place, and ultimately he's going to use those nuclear missiles to finish this place off, man. But that's what's coming to America, complete chaos, man. You see, and we definitely in those times, So I'm going to get back into the video. We're just going to finish listening to the rest of it real quickly. All right. So bear with me while I pull it up real quick.
Send the National Guard or make a big move like they did with Chicago, like they did with Southern California, like they did in D.C. We haven't seen it yet in NYC, but we're about to. We're about to. And a lot of this from here on out is obviously going to coincide with other events that are going to pop off. As soon as they start these strikes from Venezuela all the way up through Mexico to our border, it's going to change everything. Everything's changing rapidly. But with this win and this basic call for war against Americans, traditional American values, let's see where this goes from here. But it sure looks to me like here it goes. They're pushing it full scale. You're going to see more states jump on board following Texas going against NYC here. And this is it. This is the setup that they've always wanted, to run state against state and to get their civil war one way or another. So that's some of the latest.
Right. And we hear what it is the guy's saying. But really, hey, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing this civil war, man. You see, because in the end of the day, this is all going according to the will of the Heavenly Father, man. You see, he's about to be the one bringing the chaos and the evil and all of these different types of bad times here to America, man. You see, he's the one that's judging the so-called white man. You see, the one that's about to take this man down. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, hey, that's ultimately what we see playing out here in front of our eyes, the Lord, hey, bringing this man down, you see. And he's definitely about to come in with that wrath, man. That's why we see him moving so quickly with him trying to establish his enterprise, because, hey, this devil knows that his time is short, right? Let me grab that. This is Job chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 5, getting straight to the point. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You see, so Yahweh Shem Yahushua already got the set appointed time for this devil to rule, and he got the time for when he's going to take him down. And Esau knows that that time is coming soon of him getting ready to go down. So guess what? This devil, as the scriptures have said, is about to come in like a madman. You see, sparing none. These are the times that are upon us. You see. But it's beautiful, man, because like I said, this place, America, is through. Hey, and this place has to go down, man, because we know in order for our Lord Yahushua to establish his kingdom upon earth, that guess what? This wicked ass place got to go down. So, hey, we're in those times, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is working, which is wonderful. So Lord's willing, I pray this lesson be edifying to you brothers and you few sisters out there that may come across it. With that being said, we're going to end the lesson giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakaha, Kudash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.